G'day, everybody. I want to talk about the coal problem that we're having, not only here but in the world, really, and why we're not still pumping that coal out like no tomorrow and supplying some jobs for people until we get to our goal. This is what I mean. We need cleaner energy. We haven't got clean energy besides solar and wind at the moment, so what we've already got, it's not enough to supply us. So we're talking about nuclear, and we need bigger stations. And we're selling coal. So we want to stop coal, but we're selling coal. And we know another country is building shitloads of more coal stations and creating electricity and burning the coal anyway. Right? And we know if we don't sell the coal, someone else will sell the coal to them and they will burn it anyway. So what we could do is we could say, well, we won't sell any coal because we don't want to make the planet any more worse than what it is, right? And so we stop selling coal and burning it, but then that country over there still sells it to that country, and that country still does what it does, but we don't. But we're also in a spot where we need power, so we go nuclear and another way of polluting instead. They can actually pollute longer if things go wrong. Doesn't make no sense, but it makes sense to others apparently. And so I would say we're better off burning coal. Some would say, well, now you're as being as bad as them. But there's a difference. They're building more coal stations to build more junk for you, right? And to make more money. We will build more coal stations to keep things functioning and not to go supply the world with stuff, as we can't get the materials and energy cleanly yet. So that'll be stupid. Oh, let's supply the world and we'll just use all the polluting ways to do it. That's just money greedy, isn't it? So we're not going to do that. We're going to set an example, and some country has to do it sooner or later. But we do have a lot of coal, and it's cheap for us. And we want cheap power, so we can turn something that we have here cheap into even cheaper for us, to work out for us. And we can still sell it, I guess. If other countries are going to burn it, you might as well still sell it too. But you definitely want to use it yourself and have the supply enough for yourself while you're using it, so you don't have to buy another one and have to worry about prices going up and down, you see. And before that supply runs out, so you know you've got a big enough supply, and you've got more than enough supply, go last till 2050 or whatever, and you've got a 10-year plan, then you should be fine. So just keep on tracking. Sell it to more countries that have got those coals then, right? You're in competition, go ahead. But you, to set an example, and you can say it from this point and then do the selling, but you have to prove it. Otherwise, later on, you're going to look like all the rest of the countries out there that say one thing and then did another, and then in time we go, what? Huh? What happened? You're a liar now. And we don't care if it was your other previously. That whole country is a liar. They can't stick to their goals. They said this, and now got a different leader in. Oh, but management said, yeah, that's their whole plan, isn't it? Just keep putting in people so you can get away with shit. So to stop that, we're going to go, well, your previous leader and this, it's all you. Simple as that. In the end, it is. You elect it, you allow it, all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to the coal, I'd say keep burning the coal with the power we've got now. And we need to build plants. All plants take roughly the same time to build. Definitely, if it takes longer, you'd have a little bit more people onto it to have a time deadline, right? And we get these plants built. Hopefully, we can get them done quick with the same amount of people. So you're paying, things take just as long to get done. You pay people over time, or you pay people quicker now and pay less money over time as it gets done. It should all be the same. And if they want money to be rushed, you ask them why. And you go, hey, if this is to help your country, why do you need extra money? You see? And it's up to you to talk to the people. And then if they don't like it, they might go to someone else who'll do a better deal, to be fair, to make sure we make this happen. Huh? And of course, when you go get better deals, you've got to make sure that they're just as good as the last person. Because a lot of times to get a better deal means they're scamming or not doing something right. And you don't want that. Right? And so when it comes to these power plants, you start using the ones you got now because you can't fix it. We've got to build, you still got to wait. And we're going to start building the new power plants. And then we'll get to a point where we've got enough, not only to supply the power we wanted to do is extend, but to start getting rid of the old ones. So we've got our power we need. Now we're going to build another one to take away the power of the old grid, you see? And you slowly replace them until you don't have coal. And then when you go to replace something, and the time you replace it, you need to think and have someone in the sector to think about how we're going to replace these coal people as they've served us well, and we don't want to feel bad that they're going to lose their job and have nowhere to go. And so you make sure that these people in these sectors, when they go to lose their job, because when coal goes to go and that factory goes, it ain't coming back again here in Australia, is it? And so you got to make sure that they get another job that's just as good and as satisfying for them. And if you can do that, then everything should work out. No one should get upset. If you don't do those and you just do, then you're going to have problems, aren't you? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. And I believe we should head to the hydrogen section, because not only hydrogen can make fuel, right? So not only we can power other things, we can sell it. Electricity can be sold when we make more of it, right? And to make hydrogen, you just need a lot of power to usually do that. As I've quickly looked up, and I'm still right, I've had a quick look at docos a while back about it, is the main problem is they need a lot of power to make it. And so you can power that with solar. And so the power to make it, all you need to do is make the building and a little bit enough employees, and the solar's free to make this material to just be coming out free. Right? And it doesn't come out free, of course. Everything needs a charge, and everything needs to be charged as you've got maintenance and stuff like that. And you knowing that you need to save $10 now, knowing that in 20 years I need to buy a whole building. So this $10 a week now, as you see getting it, is going to buy the next building. So everything keeps turning. Right? But anyway, have a good one, and I hope you understand my plan. And not only you make things cleaner, we'll have power plants that can either be fusion. We've got fusion coming out. We've got all these new technologies about to come, right? And they're tested. And how about just testing it a little? They've been tested for so long lately. It's more to get the materials and stuff like that, and the bowls in certain things. But we're close to a lot of things, and we're best to head that way, or calm down and pause a bit and stick where we are when it comes to making all new cool shit, and slow it down. You can do that by picking certain products and making certain products be made to save on the materials than wasting on other products, you see. And same with the technology. I've talked about in previous clips about technology doesn't need to be released so much to make so much junk. Have a good one, and see you later.